Welcome back to the first double-digit episode of Parlays and Paddles, episode 10.
10. Double digits, guys. We did it. We did it.
We did it.
We made it.
I mean, 7 was pod fade. 10 is big, though, man.
It's double digits. It's double digits.
It's double digits. Double digits of anything is good.
Yeah, that means we've been doing this for 10 weeks.
I guess, like, organized crime, that'd be a bad number. But 10 podcast episodes.
10 to life.
Yeah, 10 to life. Ooh. Yeah. So I guess there can be some bad 10s, but this is a great 10. And welcome to episode 10. I'm one of your hosts, Hof Dog, a.k.a. It's the Homie You Know Me. And we got our co-host and BFF for life, Matty Cush. Say what up.
What's up, everyone? Happy to be here. Excited for this one. We got a good one for you guys.
Dude, we're fired up for today. Notice the special trout hat. That's how fired up we are. Look at it from the profile.
You've caught one or two of those?
Oh, yeah, bigger, better. But that's a juicy hat. I got to get some fish pics in this hat.
Yeah, we're going to take it on the river for sure.
Absolutely.
Great idea.
If you're not watching, turn this shit on. Oh, also, we're murked out over the eyes today, as you can tell.
Yep.
We're repping our sunglass tech here this morning, or this afternoon. This afternoon, rather.
This afternoon, yeah, it is. I will say, everyone needs to compliment Alex's new sunnies. One of the things
Please clap.
Yeah, you have to spoil yourself sometimes, and I think this is one of those things that you're like, hey, I need a new pair of sunnies that I can wear on the river.
Yeah,
and tell us a little about them. Like, this is a good brand.
It's the Bahio Tech, although we don't give free ads.
No free ads, but they're sick, man.
But they're sick. Glass lenses. They got that polarization tech. I copped them in the green. I just, I'm so excited. I haven't had a good pair of sunglasses in a while.
I did get a chance to try them on, and I'm not trying to insult you here, Al, but your head is bigger than my head.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
So they were a little bit too big on my face. I do go with the Ray-Bans and just kind of like this, even the smaller Ray-Bans.
Well, dude,
I don't
you
know.
have a normal size head. I got a big ass head.
You have a big ass head.
Because I got lots of fish images stored up here.
Bunch of knowledge, fish knowledge.
Not even knowledge, just every fish I ever caught and or lost is up here right now.
Not all air between those ears.
There's a lot of it.
Also, we're wearing sunglasses because it's so bright in here.
Oh yeah.
Remember to put the light on.
Second time ever, we put the cactus light on.
Gosh, it's just been a dull cactus.
Great transition right there.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I really appreciate it. That was a great transition.
It's so bright, dude.
Dude, I love it. So hopefully it'll bring us a little good luck on episode 10. Yes, 5 times 2.
5 times 2.
Yeah. So how's your weekend, dude?
Oh, it's good. Week's going well. Weekend was good.
Let me just say happy belated Memorial Day.
Happy belated. Thank you for everyone who served out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. We couldn't be doing this without everyone that served for our country.
100%, 100%. And I think we all celebrated well. I had a nice little barbecue at my future in-laws. Got some sun on the shoulders, did a little pool day.
We're trying to maintain the Mexico tan.
Yes, we are. This is the summer I get tan.
Yeah, it could be a documentary.
The summer I got tan.
I'll just film 5 minutes of you laying in the sun every day. Call it a wrap.
That'd be great content.
Continue.
But yeah, no, it was a really good weekend. Well, actually, let's start with yours. First float.
Back it up. Back it up. Let's start Saturday, dude.
Okay, let's start Saturday.
You came over.
What did we do on Saturday?
Rucked it out.
Yeah, we had such a productive Saturday.
Oh, Matt was over by 8:30. I didn't know either of us could get up that early on the weekend. Just kidding. I get up earlier on the weekends than I do on the weekdays.
Which
is sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
I don't even know. Because I'm so excited to do things.
Yeah, I had a free Saturday. Kaylin and the girls went to puppy yoga. I was invited. I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to help Al out with...
Yeah.
The garage.
So I do
a huge highlight.
I do an annual spring clean of the garage, a reorg, because you got to have your gear orged or else you're not prepared for battle.
And god damn, it looks good.
And yeah, so it's like, all the shelves we got in. Shout out Toby, dropped off another shelf.
Yeah, shout out Toby.
Just put all the gear in place. I've been slowly building a little home gym too. So we put some carpet under there that my What are they called? Parent in-laws? My in-laws.
Your in-laws.
Yeah.
You're straight in-laws.
Yeah, in-laws.
You're straight in-laws.
I'm still new to the vocabulary here, but yeah, my in-laws gave us a shelf. We put that in.
Yeah. And you should have taken a before picture and an after picture.
It looks pretty damn good.
It looks really good.
It was crowded as fuck.
It was pretty cluttered, and that happens over the year, right? Like you just like compile stuff and just throw it in the garage. We'll deal with it later. Yeah. You were also planning a wedding and all that.
Sure.
It seems like you guys have been doing a lot of household chores, just like things that you put on the back burner.
Definitely. Yeah. And Jacob helped me do it last year, so he paid his dues. Shout out J-Bone. And Matt came over and helped this year, and I'm so happy. Yeah. And it wasn't even that bad.
It wasn't bad at all. We were working for like 2 hours.
And I had all the shit pulled out before Matt or Angie even got over. So
So I got there early. We did a nice little chest pump.
Yep.
Then we did a ruck. You went 50 pounds, so a little bit heavier. A little bit heavier.
Bump it up, a little exponential gain.
Exponential gain.
Stomps.
and then the garage looks great, dude.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate the help.
Then we got dubs on Fort.
And we got dubs on Fort, and we went to the pool twice. If you're not getting wet Memorial Day weekend, something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
You have to get wet on Memorial Day weekend.
Go to the pool.
It's the rule. I don't care if it's raining, shitty weather. It's the start of summer. You need to get wet in some way, shape, or form. So I hope you all got wet this weekend.
Yeah. And that was great. The pool's open. Is this the first weekend it's open?
Yeah, it always opens Memorial Day and closes Labor Day.
Got
it.
No, it's a nice pool. It got a little crowded at the end, but we found that this super sick kid came, and we were tossing the football around, and he was like, "Yo, can I get in on that game?" I was like, "Absolutely."
He's the next Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he's got a cannon, bro.
Like probably great in college, but maybe won't be in the too good. In the
NFL. You don't know about that, Trevor.
He's got time. I heard he cut his flow. So
he did cut his flow. It might be like Samson cutting his hair.
Well, there was a stat that no quarterback with long hair has ever won a Super Bowl.
I've heard that.
So I wonder if he's leaning into the tech.
Because when Tom Brady had long hair, you guys lost that year, right?
That was the Giants, yeah?
That was the Giants, I think, yeah. Yeah, but no, super cool kid. You know, we were tossing the pigskin around. But yeah, we had a very productive Saturday. I felt really good sitting down playing some video games and being like, "Yo, we did some hard stuff today."
Hey, we don't play a lot of video games, but we do dabble in a little Fortnite, and shit, we've been getting good, especially on them down days, those slow days of winter. We'll be gaming up. Matt brings his PS5 over.
We have a nice setup.
It's like a little LAN party almost, except no longer LAN. But Matt comes over with his PS5, the TV. Jacob comes over on his laptop. Me and Angie go split screen on the 80-inch, and we have some fun. We take some shots.
Yeah. Get some dubs, man.
It's a good way to game. So I'll do that any day.
So tell us about your Sunday.
Sunday, well, I went up to the cabin and chilled, and Liam and his awesome girlfriend Bella came over.
Shout out them.
Liam was also a groomsman in the wedding.
Yeah.
Toby came down. And yeah, we just fished, chilled. I restacked some wood. First time I've ever been checked by.
No way.
Not first time, second time at Deckers.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
And I was messed up.
Really?
Well, because I have my license and everything. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But
we fish legally. For the record.
But I had gotten pretty messed up with Liam and Chan, and Elliot came down.
Yeah.
Shout out Elliot. And I had never talked to a ranger so fucked up, and I pulled it off, and it was cool. But what happened was, I was on a fish right at that first bend right there at Proposal Island, where I proposed to
Proposal Island,
my beautiful wife,
and
hooked in a fish. It was one of my first good ones of the evening. I hooked into a couple other good ones, but I lost them, so I was stoked about it. Toby was just downstream of me. He nets the fish, right? I'm stoked, and I look back and Liam's getting checked, and he's way at the top, right, right by the road at Deckers, right below Trumbull Bridge.
Okay.
And Liam
did he have his license this time?
Yeah, Liam.
Well,
did.
So sorry to interrupt you. The only other time that we had this experience was at Deckers, and Liam and I didn't have our license on us, which was a mistake on our part, but we absolutely paid for it.
Yeah.
So we got all checked, and they were like, "Okay, we need you two to come. We can check to see if you have your license."
Right.
And they pulled us aside, and they were like, "All right, do you guys really have your license, or do we have to go through this whole shenanigans of
Right,
like checking
you know.
and then you don't have it. We're like, no, we actually did pay for it. So
Yeah.
last time Liam and I were in that position, we didn't have the actual like paper. That's a mistake I won't make again.
Well, so I catch this fish, right?
Yeah.
And I tell Toby to take a picture, right? It's a nice fish, probably like 18-inch brown.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like literally about to like hold the fish up, and Toby's like looking upstream where the Rangers are checking Liam's.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh my God, I don't have my license. They're checking right now, aren't they?" And he just runs to the cabin.
Oh, he did. He ran.
I don't know if I should be telling the story. Shout out Toby.
And Toby also has his he just probably didn't have the physical thing, like the same mistake that I
will or
made.
will not say.
Okay, well, I think Toby's a stand-up guy, and I will fight for Toby.
He ran back up to the cabin though. I'm like, I didn't even get a picture of the fish, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
Did he not get checked?
Well,
the ranger has to see you fish. Maybe Toby, they didn't see him fish.
Well, he does make a very legitimate point. For the record, the forest or the fishing game have to see you physically fishing. You can be decked out, you can be holding the fishing rod. They have to physically see you feel it.
Because even the Rangers who pulled us over the last time, they were like, I think we had 8 or 9 people in our party.
Well, they didn't check me because they knew I was rowing.
Well, and they only checked the people they physically saw fish, and they pointed at who we saw.
But I will say, don't try to be cunning or sly because they're watching you with binoculars long before they come check.
Moral of the story: buy your fishing license
for sure, 100%.
It's kind of giving back to the hobby that you're getting so much joy out of. You know,
and in Colorado, a very good percent of it comes back into the land. So I'm happy to spend money that way.
That's what keeps up all of everything, you know. That's what keeps
and Deckers
up.
is looking pretty beautiful right now. So
it's looking beautiful.
But
so Toby books it.
Toby books it.
Okay.
I'm like, thanks, man. I don't need a picture of my fish. You know, I don't even bother. I'm like, whatever. Let the fish go.
Yeah.
And
you've caught fish before.
Whatever. And then I see the Rangers start walking down. And I'm like, I know he's checking fucking passes. I'm just gonna go meet him at the bank. So I like meet him at the bank, and Elliot does the same thing. Elliot's like right downstream of me, and they check mine, and I'm all Gucci, and they check Elliot. He didn't have his on him physically. Of course he has it. He's a guide for 5280.
Same as what happened with me.
But he showed them all his like guiding licenses, which he did have handy, and they're like, he's like it's in my car up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and he's like, I'll happily meet you up there.
And another tip is if you take a picture of the receipt on your phone. Well, you can pull the receipt picture up and show them, and then they're like, okay.
The receipt is good, or your TAN number. I forget what it stands for, but your TAN number is I think it's temporary something number, and it's what you get online until it comes in the mail. Okay, so I showed them my TAN number.
Okay.
Technically.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, no, Elliot, you're fine. Like, you know, he's literally decked out in 5280 gear. Like, they're like, we believe you that you're.
But you were able to hold a conversation with them.
Yeah, dude, I was lit, dude. and they asked me, dude. So they were like, so it's just you three fishing, like Liam, me, and Elliot,
trying to pry.
And I know they're probably thinking they saw a fourth guy here at some point.
Maybe, yeah. Well, you also had the girls there.
No, they were not.
Oh, they weren't with you guys?
No, they were not with us.
Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, it's just us three. And I'm like, I don't know if that was bad or good to say.
Oh, you're talking about Toby.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
right?
Toby was sneaky.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he got away. That man, I mean, he
booked it, dude.
Yeah.
And he went up and got his shit straight. That's all I'll say.
Good for him. Good for him. All right, shout out Toby.
But yeah, so that was the beginning of it.
Okay.
And then I got super lit that night. You know, bonfire. You know, whatever. It was a sick night. And then next day, Toby dips. We're like, we're gonna float a halfie. You know.
Oh, so you did that on Monday?
Yeah, I did that yesterday.
Got it.
We're like, we're gonna float a halfie. Flows were like 165 at Deckers, so
barely enough.
I would say you need 200 for a full size raft, and that's cutting it close.
Yeah.
But with my mini 9.5 footer, and then we took 2 kayaks out.
You think mine could get?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so you're talking about like Toby.
Same amount of draft. Like ours are only drafting like 2 or 3 inches, meaning like the amount of boat under the water.
Yeah.
And Toby's draft's like 6, maybe more. You know what I mean? So
got it.
And it's way heavier. So when you do get a little scrapey and stuck, like way more of a bitch to push. But
push, and then you risk like ripping it or whatever.
They're not. I mean, honestly, they're not gonna rip because they're made out of some good shit. But I mean, they could, sure. But
okay.
But yeah. But we went out, me and Liam in the small boat, and then the girls in the kayaks on Sunday for a half float, which is about 2 miles down a swim hole.
Yeah.
From Trumbull Bridge and then below.
Yeah.
And I was like very adamant. I was like, Liam, we're fishing hopper dropper. You know what I mean? Like it's beautiful, early summer, sunny, hot day. Like you and I never fish hopper dropper. Like we're always either nymphing to try to stack fish, or Liam's on his streamer game because he wants one of the streamer. You know.
I'm surprised Liam agreed.
He did fish a little bit of streamer.
Okay.
But we were like, let's fish hopper dropper. And what we did was we fished pretty much like a chubby on the surface, like size 12 or 14 chubby, and then not even that much line on the dropper, like 6 or 8 inches to a peg worm.
Ooh, okay.
And we knew there's going to be a bunch of shallow, kind of softer water, flatter spots.
So with the worm, with the naked hook on the, like below it, like the same worm setup, but that's your last.
Yeah, for those who don't know,
one.
it's like a peg egg setup, but it's a worm, and it's like we tie a bare piece of chenille like 2 to 3 inches above a bare hook.
Yeah.
And that was our dropper. So the worm was probably 6 or 8 inches with a 2-inch peg worm, you know, a little stinger hook.
That's a good idea. I've never done worm as my last fly. You know?
And me and Liam were like, we know this is going to fuck him up, because we knew so much of that flow, especially through swayback, is shallow, right? So we're like, we're going to be going over some slow, no riffles. Like they're going to be hiding on the bank. They're going to be either hitting that hopper or they're going to eat that worm, because that worm's going to get down enough in that shallow water, and it's not going to get snagged on shit.
Right.
So we threw that. And my whole goal for the day, I started off rowing. I was like, I want Liam to catch a good fish. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because he's always rowing. He
always rowing or always on the streamer.
And he catches fish on the streamer, don't get me wrong, but when we do these big caravan party floats, you know, down Deckers, he's always rowing his raft for the majority of it. And he's always being a good guy and trying to let other people get on fish and whatever. So I was like, I know I always do the same thing. I know that feeling. I'm going to get him on a nice fish.
How'd he do?
So I row. He has some great couple first takes. Doesn't catch, or he hooks into one on the dropper on that little trailing worm. And that was fun. And it was on a 4-weight glass rod, so that thing was bent in half. and then he lost that one. And then we get right before swayback where we got to switch. You know, if your last chance to change up rafts or whatever before you go private.
Get out of the water, right?
Yeah.
Or get out of the boat.
I get in the kayak. Angie rows Liam.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Shout out Angie.
And the kayak's fun as fuck. I could definitely fish from the kayak down that river at that flow.
Yeah.
But it was fun just paddle around, and I was watching Liam fish, and Bella's also in the kayak. And I say to Bella, I go, we're pulled off in a little eddy downstream, like waiting for them to float by. And I was like, I said to her, I want Liam to get a fish so bad on the hopper dropper. Like it's gonna be so sick on that 4-weight, right? And right that, like 2 seconds after I say it to Bella, we're both staring at his dry fly. Boom, he gets a take. You know what I mean? He's on this nice brown, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Bella, he got on."
Tell me he netted it.
And he netted it.
Let's go.
So we'll put some pics of Liam's fish here.
Yeah.
And check it out. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's a nice, fun Deckers brown on the dry. And then
good for him.
I switched with Liam. Angie got me a fish on the dry dropper.
Cool.
We pulled over, did a little nymphing, caught another 3-4 fish, and then we called it a day right at swim hole. So
perfect.
Great day. Flows are about 165. I would suggest throwing the worm. I would suggest throwing like a beadhead pheasant tail right now. Also, we got a couple on the chubby Chernobyls. And Liam got a bunch of takes on the streamer. He was fishing like a tan jig head, like leech pattern almost, but he didn't actually land any on the streamer. But a lot of things are working right now. It's the beginning of summer. I hope flows only continue to go up and fishing gets even better. But get out there if you can. It's really good fishing.
Yeah, and we talked about it with Toby, but while we were in Mexico, the flows went up to 300, 350.
And we missed that weekend.
We missed that. It was a bummer. It was right when, I don't know, do you think that is them opening the normal dam that comes through? Or
well,
is that
all the water from Antero came down
That's
Cheeseman.
what I
think they were letting a little bit extra out. I don't know. I don't know what the prerogative is there, but they were letting a little bit extra out. I hope it goes back up. I bet it'll be like that all summer. A little high, little low, little high, little low. So we'll see what happens.
All right.
But
cool.
yeah.
Well, first float of the year for you. Glad it was a success.
Yeah, and I'm glad to get some fishing talk in, man. Like it only gets better when we're actually out there doing it. And now that it's good weather and I'm post wedding, I know we've still got a busy spring and summer, but getting back into the fishing as much as I can.
How's it feel to be a married man, brother?
Oh, it's great, dude. I've used calling Angie my wife in a few organic conversations now, and that's felt good.
You feel normal yet? Or
The ring feels normal. It
Good.
felt weird on my hand for a while.
Yeah.
But it feels normal now, and I definitely know when I don't have it on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and you have like those like rubber ones. When you don't have
Yeah,
it on,
I got
you
the
have,
silicone.
like, the silicone runs.
But I was telling everyone at work, like literally next day, like I felt older. You know what I mean?
It's like more mature.
Yeah,
You
I'm like,
take
I'm
that
just
step.
like, yeah, like I'm not a young kid that like potentially could go and change their life in any given instant. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm well, I've been in a serious relationship, but I'm committed in this marriage. We own this home.
No,
Like,
it's something
it
about
all kind of hit, you know.
something about signing the paper, something about, making the commitment.
For
you know,
sure, in a
yeah.
in a good way, in a great way,
Great
right?
way. Yeah, great way.
But it hit me like, oh fuck, like nothing's really changed besides the ring on my finger. But we've been doing this, and we're at this certain point in our relationship. Feels really really good. So
good.
I'm super happy.
You seem like a married couple. Like I said, you're getting all those like household chores done.
Yeah.
It's like now that we're married, we're gonna do the garage and we're gonna do our closet. And
Yeah.
we're gonna do all these
We're
different
we're
things
gonna
that you have to do.
redesignate our distributions to our 401k and like,
Oh,
all the boring stuff.
all
right?
all old people stuff. All
Yeah.
freaking adult stuff.
But hey, I'm excited, and I'm very excited for my future together with Angie. So
That's awesome, dude. Well, on Sunday I had a guacamole party.
guacamole.
So this is an annual party that one of Kaylin's, my fiance's sister, throws every year. I went 2 years ago. I wasn't able to go last year, just other conflicts. But the first year I went. I have this great guacamole recipe. It's delicious. I'm not going to put it out there because it's kind of a secret recipe at this
you can't
point.
steal his tech.
It's one of those things, if I'm going to win competitions with it, I'm not going to just give it out.
Right.
So this year we went and made it to the finals. It's kind of like a March Madness bracket.
Yeah.
So you have a bunch of different
How many competitors?
probably like 30
Oh,
different
really?
guacamoles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
I didn't know it was
pretty
that big. I
I
thought
mean,
it was like 8.
no, maybe 20, but like 20 to 30.
Damn.
And some are better than others. And basically you go to the group rounds or whatever, and then out of the group rounds comes the final 4.
Sure.
And then you go head to head.
Sure.
So we made it to the finals. There were 3 really good guacamoles out of those top 4. Mine, which I know I'm biased, but it is really good.
Hell yeah, I got grapes in it.
Dude, why are
Sorry.
you giving stuff away?
Sorry, that's all I'll say.
What are we talking
That's
about?
all I'll say.
There's some fruit. There's some fruit. It's also spicy, so it's got some spice.
I want some right now.
Her brother-in-law's was very good. He had bacon in his, which was like, if you put bacon in anything, it's kind of a cheat code. But I mean,
Great attack.
Yeah, shout out to him for thinking of it.
Yeah.
Then there was an elote, which I don't really know.
Corn?
Yeah, it's like corn sweeter. It was a sweeter guacamole, but it avocado, corn, a lot of spice, really good. I would have been fine losing to either of those 2.
That sounds like a good guac.
The 4th one was not good. It was not good. I'm sorry. I don't mean to ruffle feathers or anything like that. I'm putting it out there. It wasn't good. I'm surprised they got out of the group round, frankly. The trouble with this process is when you get to the finals or when you get to the final 4, the whole party is voting. So do you like either A or B? Do you like the first one or the second one?
And have some people already had your guac a few times by then?
They've had it. They know it's good. They know I've won. And this other
they know I've won.
This other person that I went against in the finals had a whole lot of family and friends there.
Yeah.
And I think it was some collusion. It was some collusion, and I am
some insider trading.
I am going to tell you right here, I was betrayed.
Oh,
I was betrayed.
How are you betrayed?
Because I thought that my fiance's family would be loyal
and stand by back.
Me, have my back, have Kaylin's back. She helped me make it this year.
Ooh.
It's one of those things like, hey, I thought you'd be loyal.
And is this one of your?
It's
close?
one of my close family member friends.
Are they in your wedding?
They're in my wedding.
Oh my God.
They're also
he'll stand up for him at his wedding, but not
for the
guac.
Not for the guac.
What?
And they're also one of our frequent listeners and #1 fans. And so, Blake, I will just say right now, I've never been hurt, so betrayed
Blake,
in my life.
how could you?
You voted against me.
How could you?
Because it was too spicy, he said.
Oh my God.
Too
Get your spice
spicy.
up, Blake.
And I lost by 1 vote.
Damn.
I lost by 1 vote.
Wow.
So I'm not going to place any blame. That hurt, Blake. That hurt, Blake.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to give him shit about that when I see him next weekend.
Which is a good transition.
We call that a transition. Oh, I thought you were going to get it with me.
Well, I mean, yeah, I knew where you were going with it. I will say, great party. I enjoy going to it all the time. Margaritas are flowing.
Yeah.
They have food and
what about
beverages. No Palomas. No Palomas.
That's the tech you got to bring next year.
Yeah. Jacob, shout out Jacob. That's his drink. That's his drink.
Yeah, we hammered some Palomas down in Cabo San Lucas.
Really appreciate them throwing the party. Very disappointed in Blake.
Okay, fair enough. Blake, you're going to get a little shit from me this week. He's staring you down. But yeah, on to seeing Blake this week.
Yeah.
What are we doing this weekend?
Yeah, so this is our annual fishing trip. We had our first one last year, so we're making it annual.
So what is this?
This is our second annual fishing trip.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah, but that's different
from what I was saying before.
Yeah.
Makes sense now.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that.
Clocking.
We're not going to get into
Clocking.
That. Those who listen to the last episode know what we're talking about, but we're not going to get
Yeah, that's a deep pull, dude. They got to go back to hear that.
Go back to hear that.
Go back and hear that.
So
That's from episode 6, I want to say. 7?
I thought it was last week, but...
No, I think it was 6 or 7.
Okay.
It was whatever one we had Dean on.
Oh, okay. So it was 2 weeks ago. There are two episodes ago.
Yeah.
So this is our second annual fishing trip with my fiance's family. It's her father, her brother, Blake, myself, Alec, and Jack and his father.
And typically Kelly.
And Kelly's not able. He is the one who actually throws the guacamole party. Small world. But yeah, typically Kelly, he's not able to make it. Unfortunately, this year he'll be missed for sure.
Yeah,
he wants to come out with us fishing. He made sure to make a comment saying.
Well, you make sure you tell him anytime.
I will. So we all go. The Broadmoor has a great lodge that is a fly fishing lodge. Maybe more. Maybe they use it for more than just fly fishing.
If any, I think it may have been a dude ranch at some point.
Okay.
And even like a touristy dude ranch at some point, which I know like Boxwood and Long Meadows do.
Sure.
But
yeah. So they have a great setup. The husband and wife who run the ranch are sweethearts. They're so accommodating. They have a bunch of different cabins that you can rent out, and
it's part of the lodge experience.
It's the whole thing.
There's a main lodge, 5-star chef, 5-star kitchen.
Yeah, 5-star chef.
5-star alcohol. Shout out the Blantons.
Shout out Jesus, or is it Jesus? I can't remember if he went by Jesus or Jesus. It's one of those two.
One of the chefs.
One of the best cooks I have ever met.
The food is
incredible.
Just as good, if not better, than the fishing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But
I 100% agree with you.
Bunch of cabins. You stay with the cabin with whoever you're paired up with, right? It's been me and Matt.
Yeah, we bunk up, and then we have private guides for each pair has a private guide. I think we've talked about this on the pod before, but basically it's a private guide for me because Al just goes out on his own.
But this year I think he'll be doing less guiding, more whatever.
Yeah, hopefully I've gotten better in the last year.
They run a heavy dry dropper setup there too.
They do.
And I'm so down for that type of fishing. It's so fun.
Yeah, and like we go to a place that's private, and not. You're not sitting right next to people like you are at Decker's.
Right.
It's not overfished.
Right.
We caught 22 fish Saturday?
I think the first day I was at like 49.
I mean,
remember I was telling them that
I was way off,
and they were like,
maybe I caught 22 fish. Maybe that's what
we were slamming them, dude.
Yeah.
We were slamming them on a red Amy's Ant and a blowtorch Frenchie, I want to think it is.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out this weekend if Steve puts us on the same tech. But
yeah, if we have Steve, hopefully we have Steve.
Shout out Steve.
I also am like, we might want to give Pat and Blake Steve just because he was such a good guide and just took such good care of us. And they didn't love their guide that they had last year, so
I'll make whatever guide we have of us.
Yeah, and we're gonna catch a lot of fish.
Yo, Blake, if you're listening, go for Steve and try to get him to take you to their like little private lease above Terrial Res.
Yeah,
it's like this cow pasture with the snaky Terrial.
Like 5-10 minute drive.
So up. Good. You like it snakes for probably 2-3 miles.
Yeah.
And you can just hit a fish like every step up the bank as you walk up it.
And you're the only one there. Like you're literally the only one there.
Yeah. And there's some good ones that come out of there. I mean, they weren't huge, but the best ones we caught last year were like pushing 17, 18 inches.
Yeah.
Like,
Steve made a comment. He's like, we're going for quantity, not size.
But there were still some good ones in there, dude.
Yeah.
I'll take that all day.
So super excited about that. We're going to have a lot of content that comes out of it. I think you should bring your GoPro.
Yeah,
I think
I'll bring a GoPro.
We're just going to be filming like crazy.
Sure.
And we'll be, look out for some cool stories from us throughout the weekend. And then, next week, of course.
Yeah, I'm totally down. I'm so excited. I'm stoked to see you, Blake. And you got to get me chipping off that little golf hitting range right there.
Yeah, the golf range, that was fun.
Yeah.
And I think he owes me one. So
at
some
Blake,
point he has to
pour him up a shot of Blanton's.
You owe me a shot of Blanton's.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Maddie, take us into NHL and NBA playoff recap.
I'd be happy to. So, as an Avs fan, it's been a very disappointing series. They're playing tonight. We took them. No way they get swept. This is Tuesday night.
They can't get swept, right?
Surely they won't
Famous
get
last
swept.
words.
They're in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Not Los Angeles. They're in Las Vegas. Sorry. They're in Vegas, and
they're already down 0-1.
Oh, fantastic! So they're playing as we speak.
Yes.
I think that there's some injuries that are a part of this. I don't like to blame injuries, and you never like to see that happen. At the end of the day, this team was championship or bust. Like, everyone would be disappointed if they didn't win. They've been the best team the entire season, and now we're down 3-0, about to get swept in the conference finals.
Right.
So that's a bad look. It's a bad look, and it's a bummer. It
was theirs to lose, man.
And they are losing.
And they're losing.
And they are losing it.
So. Shout out on Sunday night, dude. 3-0 lead. And then they get effed up, dude. I was freaking riding that train hard.
3-0, lose 5-3.
Couple ladder bets I had on that.
Really?
And then I was like, no way, we're fucking smoking them.
Surely not.
Surely not.
Yeah, brutal. And on the other side of it, you have the Canadians and the Canes. I think that's a competitive series.
Yeah.
I haven't been watching a whole lot of the games.
Canadians have been playing a lot better than they have been.
Yeah. I don't even. What's the? Do you know the record of that series?
Let me tell you the record.
But I do believe that the Knights are the Stanley Cup Finals if they beat the Avs. I do think the Avs Knights are the real Stanley Cup series. In my opinion.
That's a take.
That's my take.
Canes are up 2-1, by the way.
Canes are up 2-1. Okay. I like the Canes.
I hope for, and I think they will win, the Canes.
Yeah.
And I do think if the Canes win, they'll put up a fight in the Stanley Cup.
Who would have known Florida just like pumps out crazy
Carolina.
Champion. Oh, it's Carolina. Got it.
But
okay.
Florida has pumped out great.
Yeah,
with Tampa Bay and Panthers for sure.
Yeah, I was mixing those up.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Okay, all right. So that's our NHL recap. Onto the NBA. So we
Cavs
should probably
got swept.
Yeah, we should talk about the Knicks. They look so good.
How many playoff games in a row have they won?
11.
Wow.
11 playoff games.
Unse.
They lost one game in their first round, I believe, and they were down 1-0 to the Pistons. Or maybe it was their second game.
And they've won every game since.
Yeah, this is their 11th win in a row. They just look really good. I know that the Oklahoma and the Spurs are they're two monster teams. And you can make the argument that maybe they're the real NBA championship series.
Who, Spurs, OKC?
Yeah, but the Knicks are so exciting, and they make shots. Man. You got Cat down below, so you got the size.
Oh, Brunson's nasty, dude. He's a dog.
Brunson's a dog.
He's a dog, dude.
Yeah, so you could make the argument.
And Harden's washed.
Harden's for sure washed.
Is Harden washed?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. I think he's kind of been washed. I've
Yeah.
never been a huge Harden fan.
I'm a big
personally.
Donovan Mitchell fan.
Oh yeah,
Shout
and
out the Spider.
no, they say that the Cavs are going to have to make him a massive deal contract in the
Yeah.
offseason
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's the only one showing up
For
him.
sure.
Anyway, Cavs, thanks for playing. Get out of town.
GG's.
Good, yeah, GG, brother. And the Knicks look so good, so I'm very excited about who comes out of the West.
It's tied 2-2.
The other thing about the Knicks is they have a week and a half maybe to rest.
Which could be good, could be bad.
They can. That's true. That's true.
You've
but
seen it both ways.
they have some time to just sit back, practice, chill,
study tape.
film.
Yeah.
Study film, and then so we can transition over to the West. I think this has been one of the most shocking. Like, I didn't expect the wins and the losses to like play out this way.
Stagger that way.
Yeah, the fact that the Spurs
2-2 now.
Yeah, Spurs won game 1 in OKC. Didn't see that coming. And then OKC winning game 3, which that was your pick. Fact that they came out and won first in San Antonio.
Yeah.
That was surprising.
A little back and forth action.
And then you have Wemby coming out and doing Wemby things. So now it's 2-2. And like I said, they're playing right now.
They're down by 13 as of this moment.
They're
But
back in OKC. So I could see OKC winning this game.
It's not even halftime.
And then do they go back to San Antonio?
Then it goes 1-1,
It's like 2-2, 1-1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I what did I say last week? This goes to 7.
Yeah. You did say this would go to 7.
So I think it still goes to 7, and I think OKC comes out with it.
I just want the Spurs to win it
I do
so bad,
too.
man. I do not like
I do
OKC's
too.
brand of basketball.
Is OKC bad for basketball?
I think SGA is more bad for basketball than OKC altogether, but they do play the rest of their players are playing a little dirty.
Yeah.
They love yanking on Wemby.
Yeah.
I'm not into the foul baiting personally.
Yeah.
So who knows?
No, I agree with you.
And they got their championship. I don't want to see 2 of those.
No, I agree with you. I don't love the foul baiting, and I've seen so many compilation videos of like SGA and every shot he jumps and then falls down.
Oh my
and they're
God.
not fouls.
Have you seen the compilations?
So shout out to the ref. They don't call every foul. Like, they're actually pretty good about.
I haven't been
saying,
watching it that closely.
That wasn't a foul, and then you see the Spurs like run. That said, he's doing it every single time. He knows what he's doing, and it's a style of basketball that I think the NBA has to get a hold on.
I was gonna say props to him for playing the rule, but they need to change the rule. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't be obviously baiting fouls like that. Just play hard, gritty basketball. That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
So
and I hope the refs continue. And maybe this is a bad take because I haven't watched all the games either. There's probably people out there who's like, oh my gosh, the refs need to be better about this. From what I saw, it seemed like they were saying like, okay, he flopped right there. I'm not gonna call that. That said, I'm not an expert, so you guys can chew me out in the comments if I'm wrong, and I'll do a little more research. But
no, you're on point.
I hope the refs continue to do that.
I do as well.
So that's our NBA recap.
Okay.
Should we talk a little bit about our picks?
Yeah, as you mentioned, I lost mine. I'm now 4-5. Spurs money line on, what was it, Friday night?
Yeah, Friday or Saturday, one of the two.
I lost. You won.
I did win. So we were tied again.
Knicks 4.5.
Thank you, Knicks, for just being a dominant force, apparently.
And as we always have been thus far, we did lose our Parlays and Paddles parlay of the week. I had Kane's money line, which busted, and he had abs.
So that busted too.
0-9. We're still working on this for you guys, and we get a fresh reset soon, which we're gonna dial the F in for. So bear with us on the parlays. Fade it if you want. Maybe that's a good thing to do.
Yeah. So you're welcome for those faders.
But me and Matt are gonna get even or above before the end of our first betting era. I mean, we're gonna end at the end of June, so the technical start of summer, June 21st ish.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get positive by then. That means if you followed us, you would also be positive. So buckle up. We got a little bit left to go. We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get to football season too.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is we're gonna go through we're gonna do the reset. We're gonna go through 2 months of baseball and maybe World Cup or whatever falls in that timeline.
We'll get statty.
We're gonna do another reset.
Statty as fuck.
We're gonna do another reset right before football season, and that's kind of where. And I know we're calling our shot here, but that's where
we are hyping us up. But we're gonna be shooting 80% or better.
Okay, that.
Come football season.
All right, we're gonna die on that hill. All right, let's go, dude. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, and then do you want to introduce our?
Well, first, this week's picks, we're going to post
sure,
on
yeah.
social media, as we have done a few times before, because they are game dependent, how the rest of this series plays out,
Right.
who the Knicks going to end up even playing. Same kind of goes with hockey if the Avs get eliminated tonight. So there's some fluctuating components there. So
Yeah.
we're going to give our picks on social media. Matt and I will make a video come Thursday morning, so stay tuned for that, as well as our parlay of the week. So
Yep, stay tuned.
Those to come. But to Matt's point, we are starting a new ladder challenge. You've seen them before, $10, one pick a day, a stacked parlay of minus odds to get something around even money plus 100, and then we're going 10 days in a row to $10,000.
That's our goal.
Start with 10, double it every bet. 10 bets later, we are at $10,000. You've seen it before. Many people have done it. Have faith in us, because we're going to do a little bit more statistical odds on our safer picks for these 3 to 5, 6 leg parlays. We'll be giving out all our reasoning with stats, percentages, win rates over the past 10 games or so, stuff you can have trust in. And, I've seen it done before. Hopefully we can add to that glory. So stay on the lookout for that. It may not be daily, probably won't be daily. We want to, be picking good games and stuff that we feel confident in.
Yep.
And it may be every 2-3 days, but we'll give you updates where we stand on the ladder every pod, or how our bets did, what we fell off on, so on and so forth. So stay tuned on social media. Going to be a lot more social media content coming your way in terms of sports betting and fly fishing and outdoors. The fun is just beginning. We'll see you on IG and TikTok.
Yeah, look out for that. I think we should really aim to do our first one Thursday or Friday or Saturday, this week.
This weekend we'll get step one, $10 bet. Not breaking the bank if you lose $10, and
10 bets in a row hits the $10,000.
Yeah. So stay tuned for our analysis and our picks there, and we'll make videos of it, so you guys can stay up to date. So turn on your notifications for when we post reels and posts on Instagram and TikTok, and you'll never miss a bet. You can ride us to 10K, because we will hit 10,000 bones.
Eventually we will, and we're gonna do it the first time. I can tell. I can already tell we're gonna do it the first time. It's gonna become just a habit of us to just
what if we get 3 in a row?
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Yeah, and they call that first try. First tee. So hopefully we do it first tee. You never know. May the betting gods be with us.
Yes, and that takes us to our last segment.
Drum roll, please.
Yeah, so we have another all-time lineup for y'all. For those who don't remember, this is our version of a Mount Rushmore, or a draft, a snake draft. So yeah, we're gonna do another all-time lineup, and this should be a fun one. I think it can get a little dicey. We're gonna talk about and choose the best 4 picks of people you hate to see on the river. So I like to preference that this can be people you see that are outside of your crew. Could also be people within your crew. Maybe you have a little, dicey person that you're like, okay, bring the vibe down within the crew. So what we're really going for is like the type of person you're kind of seeing and what they're doing,
attitude,
and why,
personality, mindset,
what they're doing,
actions, behavior,
and why that is bringing the vibe down, why that's kind of annoying. And you guys can tell us who's best, or whose lineup is best on, like, man, if I saw all 4 of those people, that would ruin my day.
Yeah, we're doing 4?
Yeah, 4. I think we can get 4 each.
Okay.
I think we get 4 each. Al, I went last time first. I think you should go first this time.
Okay. Pick number 1 for me, for people I would hate to see on the river. This actually happened to me this weekend. It happens to me quite often. It's the person who tries to give you fly fishing advice that you have fished this river more times, more frequently, are more dialed in. I'm not saying have a closed door to tips and tricks and talk to people about what's hitting. I'm not saying that, but when people are like in a show-offy way, very adamant, oh, dude, I've smacked 3 this morning on the Pat's rubber legs. And you didn't ask, it's unwarranted advice. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you're like, dude, those rook numbers compared to we're putting up, with our dialed-in systems here.
Think
So
that-
it's that type of person for me.
I think that's a great
The
pick.
unwarranted advice person.
The unwarranted advice angler.
Yep.
I think that's a great pick. I had it on my list. I had that experience at the Eagle where some guy was like, why are you setting that way? And it was like a way that you had taught me to set. So I
The
know
only way to set downstream.
Yeah, I know that it's the right. And it was like because of this.
High to
and
low downstream,
like,
just
just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah,
Like,
don't worry.
You just
watch.
keep fishing.
Just
yeah.
watch.
And you just fish your own thing. That's a great first pick.
Yeah.
My 1-1 is gonna be the river hog.
The river hog.
The river hog, the angler who takes up an entire island by themselves and is moving around enough just to where you feel awkward about kind of,
They're
coming
encroaching into your zone.
up, and then they never leave.
Yep.
And they never leave. And it's a spot you really want to hit because you're like, dude, I've caught fish there. And they are one person. Think of Proposal Island. Like, that's a pretty big island.
Yep.
That's probably 2 or 3 fishing spots.
Yeah.
2 or 3 people can do it.
Two people can comfortably hold that
But when
down.
you have one person on that just fishing it all day long and you're just waiting for them to leave or whatever it is, it's just infuriating.
Yep. I'm fully with you.
Yeah, that's my 1-1.
Oh,
so I got back to back.
Yeah, snake draft.
Okay, so for my second pick, I'd like to preference something. I have met and fished with a lot of your friends.
Yep.
And I have met and fished with a lot of their significant others.
Okay.
So I would like to make a disclaimer that none of your friends or their significant others fall into this category.
Nice.
Okay.
Good to hear.
Just know you're not included here. But I have the significant other of an angler who doesn't like to fly fish that they bring on the fly fishing float or trip, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And they're just bringing the vibes down because they're bored and they don't want to be there. They're like, let's go back to the cabin. Let's do something else. You guys just want to fish all day.
Right.
That would be so frustrating. And I'm very thankful that all of your friends and people who we go on with, they're not like this, right? This would be such a bummer.
No, absolutely. That's such a buzzkill, dude. It brings the
Right.
whole vibe down.
Yeah, they're just sitting on the bank, like maybe getting a little sun, but not really enjoying themselves, and
can't even just have fun just being out there, dude.
yeah, just be out.
And if you're bored,
outside.
pick up a damn rod.
Just
you're,
try
You're
it.
gonna have so much fun when we put you on a fish.
Yeah, just
know?
try it. Just try it. So that's my second pick. The
Good pick.
significant other of an angler doesn't want to be there, wants to be doing something else, probably shouldn't be there in the first place, and bringing the vibes down.
Yep. Over to me.
Over to you.
Pick number 2 would be for me the private landowner. And this in particular is in Colorado, when you float through private land, you can't, eddy out onto the bank. You can't touch rocks. You can't touch bottom. You can't really stop. You got to float through. And in this experience particularly, it's the private landowner that's bitching at you when you know all of that and you're not, breaking those rules. And I have float through swayback many times, at least a handful, where I've gotten yelled at, bitched at by private landowners, trying to demand authority when I'm not even breaking any of the rules. We're floating, we're moving, just people that are pissed off because you're doing it and they don't want you to do it, but they know that you're not doing anything wrong, so they kind of have to allow it, but they're salty as fuck about it. I've had people throwing profanities at me down the river, calling us names,
That's what I was gonna say. Is they're actually very spicy about it.
Oh yeah.
They if they're in a bad mood, you catch them on a bad day, maybe.
Yeah.
Like maybe they're a nice person, but they're having a bad day. Like you said, you've gotten yelled at, you've gotten cussed at, and which is whatever. Like it is their land, but you can still be polite.
Oh yeah. You can. I always like to say, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. So take that to heart. But yeah, and even on the blue, if you floated the blue, I know you've seen the guy in the side-by-side following you down the river. I mean, granted, that's a different situation, different property. I can see a little bit more, security or whatever you want to call it in that type of situation. But still, I mean, you're not doing anything wrong. So it's like the pressure, sometimes the words, unneeded, don't want to see that on the river.
No, I think that's a good pick. That's a good pick. That was your second, right?
That was my second.
So it's up to you again.
Ooh, over to me for the third pick.
Yeah, you got to think of two at once.
When your raft, I guess this isn't a person specific, but whoever is responsible for this action,
okay,
runs out of beer. The unprepared.
The unprepared guy.
And that falls
or angler.
And that falls into food, beer, flies, whatever. The unprepared guy. Yeah. I mean, I have no problem sharing beer, sharing snacks, sharing flies, but when it's a pattern and you never show up with it, which I've seen people in our parties do, none of my friends, none of my close friends, but
you've experienced
friends of friends, other people I don't know, acquaintances.
The moochers.
Yeah.
The moochers.
And it's like I said, we all sometimes forget stuff. I bum shit off homies all the time.
But it's important to me to always bring, like I've told you so many times, I like to not show up empty-handed.
Yeah.
And unless if you contribute, we all are in there.
And me and Angie love making food for everybody. We love having the cooler full of beer. But we also love it when other people have shit too, and would not only get to swap, share, the whole experience is elevated. You know what I mean? It's not like we run out and then it's like, well, damn, now everyone is having a worse time. We run out of beer because we're the only people that brought it. You know what I mean? Like,
I have two other comments. One, if they don't pitch on that after the fact, 10 times worse.
100%.
10 times worse.
Homie shit's the only shit. If you get it back, then it's not a problem. But if it's a mooching consistent vibe, then then I'm with it.
The other comment is when you run out of beer or food or whatever you want on the float, and you're halfway through the float, like it could be 2, 3, 4 hours.
You're like, fuck.
You're like, dude, now I'm sober as a bird, or I'm starving,
and I'm hungry,
or I'm thirsty. Yeah,
the unprepared.
Brutal.
That's my choice. Pick 3.
Good choice. All right, I got 2. So this is my third pick and fourth pick. So these will be my last 2. I'm gonna call them the trash angler.
Okay.
The person who doesn't pick up after themselves. I think as an outdoors fly fishing podcast, we should really protect the parks a little bit.
We're stewards of the river.
Stewards of the river. And I've never really experienced it because, again, most of the people we fish with are all courteous.
But you've seen the trash out there.
You've seen the trash out there. And we even thought about doing a nonprofit eventually. On going and trying to pick trash up off the river. And
do a river cleanup.
Yeah, do a river cleanup. I think that's a great idea that we should still pursue eventually. But when you see the trash, or if somebody in the party or somebody that I see in passing just has a bunch of beer cans or a bunch of plastic bags or whatever they're eating or drinking, and they're just leaving it there, like they're making my river. Like I look at Deckers
all of our river.
Yeah, I look at Deckers as like a river that I have some sort of like responsibility for,
and investment time, money, friends,
like
memories,
that's infuriating.
And you're going to be going to it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, like keep the rivers clean. It's going to help animals, wildlife, and it's going to make everyone's experience better. I hate walking through the river and seeing a can that's literally like waterlogged. And mistakes happen.
Sure.
Cans have fallen out of our floats, and we've, done our very best to get them, and we get them most of the time.
It happens.
But it's the guy who's
it's intentional
littering, just not doing it.
An old guide said this to me one time. If you ever see litter, whether it's on the river or on the trail, make it a point to pick it up, because chances are nobody will ever pick up that specific piece of trash. It'll get hidden, it'll blow in the wind, it'll get buried. Like, pick it up, because you're the person crossing paths with it and have the chance to.
I also do believe in karma. I think it's good fishing karma.
Fish karma all the time. You take care of their home, they're going to let you have a little dance every once in a while. So,
all right, so that's my third. Instant ejection from the sport. That's what I wrote right here.
Okay.
Okay, so for my fourth and final pick.
Yeah.
Now, I have to set the scene a little bit, because this isn't every time. Deckers is a very popular place. You're lucky to get a spot. If you get a spot, you're going to be fishing next to somebody right next to you, whatever. Like, you share the river. It's all good. When summer hits and the tubers come out.
Ooh, tube hatch.
Tubers come out. Normally, they're pretty friendly and they just kind of brush by you. But in Deckers, a really nice summer weekend day, you're going to have groups and groups and groups of tubers, to where you're like, all right, I got to throw a line in right here because I see a tuber coming. have to like kind of pull it aside,
It
let
gets
them
busy.
go, boom, and then another. And some of them are rowdy.
Some of
Some
them
of them are rowdy.
Sure.
Some of them are unprepared.
I'll give you a
Some of
tuber.
them litter. You know.
Those are probably the main contributors.
Yeah, littering, unpreparedness. Like I've seen Alec cross the river to go and help. You know, big groups of people all the time.
I've helped repair someone's tube on the river because because they brought these cheap $10 tubes from Walmart when you really need like a more serious, thicker rubber tube when you're floating that river.
And that's just time that you could have been fishing, that we could have been hanging out or whatever.
Okay.
So I got tubers.
I'll give you the tuber. One. Tubers are annoying to me, but I have, for the record, caught fish between tubers.
For sure.
And
if they're friendly, that's fine.
And sometimes you share a beer with them.
Yeah,
you especially toss them one. I've tossed a lot of beers to tubers,
and I've gotten some from tubers.
Yeah, so
but I'm saying
I'm with you.
It's that's why I had to set the scene. It's summer day, and they're all coming at you at once. And it's a big old line, and we're trying to navigate it.
Yeah.
And as the anglers, as the fishermen, it's our responsibility to not like hook into them and hurt them. We have to be respectful ourselves.
For sure.
I feel like we're almost
a little bit of an obstacle.
Yeah, we're almost the responsible party in that relationship.
No, we are.
We have to be.
We are. No, good pick.
Yeah, so those are my 4.
My last would be the man who never rows.
Ooh.
I row quite a bit, and I love to row, for the record. I think there's a little bit of style points and credit when you're the rower and putting people on fish, navigating that water well, and putting them in fishy spots. You get a little portion of every fish they catch.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you got to pay your dues, and you got to let the rower get some time on the boat. So I hand up. Sometimes just don't care and love to row people. And
that's because you're a selfless person.
And I do it to myself. I'm happy to row.
Yeah.
But this year, I'm going to be forcing homies to row. And I'm going to be getting some more hopper dropper time because that shit's fun as fuck.
Yeah, because you have people who can row.
Yeah, I got people that can row. And it only gets them better at rowing, which means they're more capable of rowing on bigger, better water.
Yeah.
So you're only helping them get better so they can help you fish those trips.
Yeah.
So I got to pass the torch a little bit.
I agree. I think you're a very selfless guy who would happily give up their entire day fishing just to put people on fish. You do that all the time. And
I sneak a couple in.
Yeah, I'd love to see you get some time on the boat. And shout out to everybody who does row.
Yeah.
Angie's going, and
Angie rode this weekend.
Yeah, Angie
she put me and Liam on fish. She's getting nice on the sticks, man.
Yeah, and I typically am in my own boat rowing.
And you row quite a bit too.
Yeah.
Well, you know the same pain.
I do.
It's like the people in their boat, like, how about you row half the day?
Yeah, and
or we go fish for fish.
And people like Liam are really good about being like, yo, let me row. I could row your boat. And you can get out there.
Liam is the same boat. People that usually own the boats row the most. So
it just comes with the gig.
But it's the people that don't even offer if they could row. Obviously, if you don't know how to row, it's a different story. But learn how to row if you're going to be fishing on people's boats, number 1.
Yeah.
And 2,
it's also a pattern thing again.
Yeah.
It's a pattern thing. If it's consistent, if you're going on a float with this specific group every weekend, you need to learn how to row.
Let the other people have a little chance dipping a line,
Yeah.
So,
do you have any honorable mentions?
Dude, I mean, maybe the person that gets too drunk, but that's not necessarily fly fishing related. That could be anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's annoying for sure. It could also be in your party. I got the over gear guy.
Oh yeah,
the guy who he's like newer and buys like $5,000 worth of gear.
Yeah, before they've even caught 10 fish.
Yeah.
No, I was telling that to Liam the other day, just yesterday. It's funny, we go out wet wading, wearing Crocs, like bare minimum setup, and we're popping them, and people are decked out, and I haven't seen them move any fucking weight.
Yeah.
So.
There's also the opposite of my first one. What's it? The river hog. The opposite of that, where the unaware guy who comes up and is literally shoulder to shoulder with you, and you might even get tangled with them.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, I was here.
Dude, we're tangled because you cast.
And that's where you say something too.
And I do that to homies all the time.
You kind of do. Well, you kind of have to say it. Like when it's a rando who just comes up and you're like on a spot. And he's like right.
If it's a random, it's so bad.
Yeah, if it's in the group.
If it's your homie and you're timing your cast together,
that's
flip.
Fine. That's fine.
Flip. That's funny,
yeah,
right?
That's fine. That's fine.
Another honorable mention for me is the Instagram angler.
Yeah.
People that are like only trying to catch fish to take pics and post it, and they're like not really caring about fish handling or the enjoyment of the day or just being with the homie. They just want numbers. They just want picks. They do it for the gram. Thumbs down for Hof Dog.
Fish for the hobby. Fish for the passion.
For the fun of it.
For the fun
for being
of it.
with the bros and the chicks.
I also got the guy who lies about his catch.
Oh yeah.
The guy
that says
like,
his
dude, I caught like 8 there last week, and he probably didn't.
Or the guy that says his 15 is a 20.
Yes.
I hate that guy.
Yes.
It's like you clearly are not used to measuring fish because you would know that that's not even close. Like a true 17 is a good fish. Like
Here's one. Sorry to cut you off.
No, right.
The spot burner.
Ooh, the spot burner.
The spot burner.
Also can go back to the IG fisherman.
You have a secret spot that you love to go to. I have a couple with you that we go to. I'm not going to say them out loud here.
And you can bring a homie, but don't be making a big deal about it.
And bringing 6 people there,
especially online too, right?
Yeah, bringing too many.
And
guys.
I think it's lame to be the guy that blurs their background for the record, but at the same time, like you can angle your picks where it's it's undetectable. So.
Yeah. What else do I got? Do I have anything else? Unsolicited advice I had on my list.
Yeah, dude. And that can tie into Instagram. That can tie into the guy that's wearing way too much gear. Yeah. So there's some overlapping parties.
I didn't know how to name this one, but do you remember when we were on the Eagle and those guys were giving us shit?
The douchebags.
Yeah, just being douchebags.
They were floating down us, giving us shit, saying we were fishing reds, which we weren't. And they were also fishing the same water as us. So it's like the hypocritical angler, maybe?
Hypocritical douchebags. Yeah, I like that.
So
this has Bluetooth speaker guy. That's us. So
we fuck with the Bluetooth speaker.
Hopefully we're not pissing people off.
No, and I don't even think it affects the fishing much. Plus, brings the vibes up when you're listening to your best jams, dude. I agree. I love fishing with the music.
So going through our picks, I had the River Hog.
Yep.
I had Then it went over to I had to do 2. What was my second one? Shit, now I forgot. I had the significant other.
Yep.
Who doesn't want to be there.
Right.
And then I had the trash guy and the tubers.
Yeah, and I had the unsolicited advice guy, the private landowner.
Yep.
I had the what was my third?
Private landowner, I don't know. I was keeping track of my 4, brother. We're gonna have to relist.
My fourth was I had the unprepared guy number 3.
That was 3.
And my fourth was the guy that doesn't want to row.
Yeah.
There we go. There's,
so those
there's
are our
4 for both.
We didn't say the river patrol or whatever you ran into this past weekend.
Yeah, Forest Rangers, whatever, fishing game.
I didn't pick that because they're just doing their job.
I was just thinking of a type of person. And all credit to them. They're doing their jobs.
They're doing their jobs.
You don't want to see them if you don't have a license, but that's not me, and I don't worry about them. So.
And I don't think they're really bringing the vibes down. If you have your stuff, they leave you alone.
And this guy was super nice. The guy that I ran into, he was so nice.
So that's not even an honorable
He told
mention.
me some good tips about hunting deckers, which we'll get into in a later episode. So.
Yeah, during hunting season.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's it for that segment. Hopefully you guys like that. That's our 4.
Yeah, dude.
Let us know in the comments if you have any others that you're like, this guy pisses me off for some reason.
Please let us know.
Yeah.
Well, that was episode 10, guys. We had a great time. Stay posted for us to be pushing content this weekend, both fishing, ladder bets, best bets. Stay tuned. We're just kicking off summer here, and I'm so stoked. Like a lot of good things are coming our way, which means they're coming your way.
Absolutely.
Any last words?
No, thanks for listening, everybody. Like Al said, look out for a lot of content coming. It's going to be a fun weekend, so you should be hearing from us quite a bit.
And where can they follow you on socials, Maddie?
Yeah, Maddie Kush, real Maddie Kush, pretty much everything. So hit me up, follow me. Would love to chat.
Hit me at Nymphing on my personal shit, and then Parlays and Paddles on all social media. Thanks for tuning in. Have a lovely Thursday evening by the time you're listening to this. Go Avs, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.